A bus takes 2 minutes to drive from one stop to the next and waits 1 minute at each stop to let passengers board. Zia takes 5 minutes to walk from one bus stop to the next. As Zia reaches a bus stop, if the bus is at the previous stop or has already left the previous stop, then she will wait for the bus. Otherwise, she will start walking toward the next stop. Suppose the bus and Zia start at the same time toward the library, with the bus 3 stops behind. After how many minutes will Zia board the bus? Okay, so what we're going to do in this to solve this problem is we are going to pretend that we're Zia and we're walking toward the library, and every time we reach the next stop, we take a look over our shoulder to see where the bus is. And if the bus is one stop behind us or less than one stop behind us, we're just going to stop and wait for the bus, in which case we'll board. So let's start out as Zia, and we're gonna start walking toward the next stop. So we're here, and since the bus is 3 stops behind us, we're just gonna start walking. We're gonna go over here to this next stop, and it took us 5 minutes to get to this stop. So now we look back, and we see that, hey, this bus. How far has this bus gone? Well, it's been moving for about 5 minutes, so it's going to drive here, and it takes it 2 minutes to drive to the stop, and then it's going to wait 1 minute to let passengers board. So that's 3 minutes, and then it's going to drive over here, which will bring us to 5 minutes because it's drove for another 2 minutes on top of the 3 that it already went. So after 5 minutes, Zia's here and the bus is here. Okay. Now Zia looks behind her and says, okay, the bus is 2 stops behind me, so I'm just gonna start walking again. And she's gonna go like this. And I've switched to my color to red for the next 5 minute interval. So she walks for 5 minutes, and then she looks behind her and sees, well, where is the bus? And then what's happened during those 5 minutes is the bus has stopped to let passengers board for 1 minute because it never got the chance when Zia looked back. So it stops for 1 minute, lets the passengers board, then drives for 2 minutes, then stops for 1 minute. So that's taking it 4 minutes. And then what it's going to do is it's going to drive halfway to this next stop. And that's as far as it's going to be able to get before Zia looks back. So Zia looks back and says, hey, okay, the bus is 1.5 stops behind me. So I'm just going to keep walking. So she's going to start walking towards this next stop, and it's going to take her 5 minutes before she looks back. So what's going to happen this time when she looks back? Well, she's going to be like, hey, where's the bus? And the answer is this. Okay, so the bus was halfway to the next stop. So it takes the bus 1 minute to finish its route, takes another minute for it to wait for passengers to board, then 2 minutes for it to drive here, and 1 minute for it to let passengers board here. So when Zia looks back, she says, okay, the bus is 1 stop behind me. So I'm just gonna let it come to me, and then I'll just board it right here. So Zia stops because the bus is 1 stop behind her. And the bus, having already let passengers board, just starts driving and takes the bus 2 minutes to get here. And altogether, when Zia boards the bus, it will have taken 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2. That's 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 minutes. And 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 17. So our answer is A, and we are done. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.